Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now we see mathematics coordinate geometry. In which worksheet 2. So let us start the first question. Multiple choice questions. The distance between the points cos theta comma sin theta and sin theta comma minus sin theta is distance between 2 points formula as we have discussed earlier, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. Now here this point can be taken as x1, it has y1 and it is x2 y2. Now here let us substitute these values in the formula. So here it is sin theta minus cos theta whole square, sin theta minus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus of minus, so plus sin theta plus cos theta whole square. So here let us expand under root. Okay. Now here let us expand this one in the form of a minus b whole square. So it can be written as a square means sin square theta plus b square means cos square theta minus 2ab minus 2 sin theta into cos theta plus let us expand it by using a plus b whole square formula. A square means sin square theta plus b square is cos square theta plus 2ab plus 2 a is sin theta into b is cos theta. Now here let us apply the square root. Now on simplification, here if you observe carefully, minus 2 sin theta cos theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta, they get cancelled. Now here what we get, sin square theta plus cos square theta is already 1, we know by trigonometric identities, plus here also sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2, so it is root 2 is the final answer. Let us see the options. Option B root 2 is the right answer, therefore here option B. Now we see question number 2. If minus 1 comma 2, 2 comma minus 1, 3 comma 1 and a comma b. These are the any three vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, and then here there are four options: a equal to 2, b equal to 0, a equal to minus 2, b equal to 0, a equal to minus 2, b equal to 6 and a equal to 6 and b equal to 2. Now here let us draw a rough diagram of parallelogram. So name it as A, B, C and D. Here the given points also, here A, this point is B, this is C and last one is D. Now here in order to find the fourth vertex, we need to follow standard method, that is midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD, because we know in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. So let us find the midpoint of AC, that is midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the formula for midpoint. So let us apply for AC and also BD. So here if we take AC, minus 1 plus 3 by 2, minus 1 plus 3 is 2, so 2 by 2 comma 2 plus 1 3, so 3 by 2. If we simplify this, we get 1 comma 3 by 2. This is the midpoint of AC. Now let us find the midpoint of BD. 2 plus a by 2. So since midpoints are equal, let us make them equal. 2 plus a by 2 comma, here this is minus 1 plus b by 2, minus 1 plus b by 2. So let us make these two quantities equal. Here 1 comma 3 by 2 is the midpoint of AC. 2 plus a by 2 comma minus 1 plus b by 2 is the midpoint of BD. As we know both the midpoints are equal, so I am making them equal in order to find a and b. So here 1 equal to 2 plus a by 2. Let us do cross multiplication. 2 1s are 2. So 2 equal to 2 plus a. So here I am writing, as I don't have place, here I am writing. So here we get 2 plus a is equal to 2 1s are 2. From this we get a equal to 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. Right. Now minus 1 plus b by 2 equal to 3 by 2. Let us cancel 2 and 2. So 3 equal to minus 1 plus b. Minus 1 plus b equal to 3. let us send minus on that side. So b equal to 3 plus 1 is 4. These are the values of a and b. 0 comma 4. See options here 2 comma 0, minus 2 comma 0, minus 2 comma 6, 6 comma 2. So here no option is suitable for the answer, but in fact this is the exact procedure to find the fourth vertex. So however here there is no answer, that's why I am leaving the blank like this. Now we see question number 3. The line joining points, these 2 points are given, divided by y-axis. So here divided by y-axis means the point lies on y-axis, that is 0 comma y. The suitable point is 0 comma y. Now here the question is that here is a line segment. Here we can take A, that is minus 3 comma minus 4, and here is B, that is 1 comma minus 2, and here is the point. The given point here is, that is 0 comma y. So let us take this point as P, that is 0 comma y. Now the line segment joining these two is divided by y-axis in the ratio. So we have to find the ratio. So let us take the ratio as k is to 1. Here is k and here is 1. For example, here P divides the line joining AB in the ratio k is to 1. Now here let us find the value of k. Now here for finding k, actually there is a formula, that is here m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So let us apply the formula. K into 1 is k plus 1 into minus 3 is minus 3 by k plus 1, comma k into minus 2 is minus 2k plus 1 into minus 4 minus 4 by k plus 1. This is the point actually, okay, which divides in the ratio k is to 1. But here given value is 0 comma y. So let us make it is equal to 0 comma y, right? Now here let us make the x coordinate equal to the its x coordinate, that is 0. So let us make these two equal in order to find k value. So what will happen? K minus 3 by k plus 1 equal to 0. So k minus 3 equal to cross multiplication 0 into k plus 1 is 0. So finally k is equal to minus 3, send this side. So k equal to 3. Therefore the required ratio what we have taken here, k is to 1. Since k is 3, so 3 is to 1. From the options you see, option C, 3 is to 1 is the right answer. Now we see question number 4. The midpoint of the line segment AB is P 0 comma 4. If the coordinates of B are minus 2 comma 3, then coordinates of A are. See here, this is a line segment. Here is A and here is B. Here given B is given minus 2 comma 3 and P, that is the midpoint, that is given as 0 comma 4. Now we are asked to find A, that is let us take it as x comma y. We know the midpoint formula, that is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the formula of coordinates of midpoint for the line joining A x1 y1 and A x2 and B x2 y2. So let us substitute the values here. Here x1 is x, these two are x1 y1, x2 y2. So x plus minus 2 means x minus 2 by 2, comma y plus 3 by 2. This is the midpoint of AB, that is given as 0 comma 4. So let us make them equal. X minus 2 by 2 equal to 0. So on cross multiplication, x minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. So simplification, x equal to 2. Same way, y plus 3 by 2 equal to 4. Let us do cross multiplication. 2 4s are 8. So y plus 3 equal to 8. Y plus 3 is equal to 8. So from this y equal to 8 minus 3 is 5. So we get the values of x and y. Therefore A, that is x comma y, x is 2 and B is 5. From the options you see, option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 5. The point on the x-axis point is in the form of x comma 0. Any point lies on x-axis, it is in the form of x comma 0, which is equidistant from A and B. So A is given, B is given. Let us take this point as P. So P is equidistant from A and B. That means PA equal to PB. So let us write here PA equal to PB. This is given condition. Let us do squaring on both sides. PA square equal to PB square. Let us find the distance between P to A. So x minus of minus x plus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 0, that is 3 square, is equal to P to B, distance between P to B, x minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 0 is 4, so 4 square. Now here let us simplify it. Here actually if you observe carefully, here under root is not going to come because here we have done the squaring on both the sides. Now here let us expand this in the form of a plus b whole square. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a plus b whole square, if you apply a square means x square plus b square is 2 square is 4 plus 2ab means 2 into x into 2 is 4x plus here 3 square is 9 is equal to, this is a minus b whole square. A square is x square plus b square is 5 square 25 minus 2ab, 2 into x into 5 is 10x plus b plus 4 square is 16. So here the terms which are equal both the sides, we can cancel them. X square get cancelled. Now here let us write what are the remaining values. Here let us bring negative 10x this side towards left side. It becomes positive. 10x plus 4x will be 14x. Here I am writing 14x plus here 9 plus 3 is 9 plus 4 is 13 and here 25 plus 16 is 41. So let us simplify further. 14x equal to 41 minus 13, that is 28. Therefore x equal to 28 by 4, that is 2. So finally we get x as 2. Now here the question is that the point x comma 0, since x is to 2 comma 0, from the options you see option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 6, the distance between the points 0, 5 and minus 5 comma 0. As we know the distance between the 2 points formula, under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this point is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Let us substitute now. 0 minus of minus 5, so it is plus 5, so 5 square plus 5 minus 0 is 5, so that is also 5 square. So here we get 5 square 2 times. So let us split the square root. So here root 5 square into root 2. Square and root get cancelled. So this is 5 and root 2 will be as it is. So final answer 5 root 2. So option B is the right answer. Now let us see question number 7. That is the point where the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points A 2 comma 5 and B 4 comma 7 cuts. So here is the line segment joining A 2 comma 5 and B 4 comma 7. Perpendicular bisector means here it should divide, this line should divide AB equally and that too here angle is 90 degrees. This is called perpendicular cum bisector. So this is the point asked. So let us take that point as P. Here if you observe carefully, P is nothing but the midpoint of AB. So midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So here let us find the value. x1 y1 2 comma 5, x2 y2 4 comma 7. x1 plus x2 means 2 plus 4 is 6 by 2 comma y1 is 5 plus 7, y2 is 7. So 5 plus 7 is 12. So 12 by 2. So on simplification we get 6 by 2 is 3, 12 by 2 is 6. So here 3 comma 6, option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 8. If the centroid of the triangle formed by the points AB, BC and CA is at the origin, the meaning is that centroid is origin. Then the question is that A cube plus B cube plus C cube. So let us apply the formula of centroid, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is the formula of centroid of a triangle whose vertices are x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. So let us here substitute the values. Here x1 is A plus here x2 is B and x3 is C. A plus B plus C by 3 comma b plus c plus a by 3, b plus c plus a by 3. It is given as this is equal to origin 0 comma 0. So here we can make either x coordinate equal to 0 or y coordinate equal to 0. Anything can be done, no problem. If I make x coordinate equal to 0, then here a plus b plus c is equal to 3 into 0 is 0. If you make y coordinate, then also we can rewrite it as a plus b plus c equal to 3 into 0 0. So however you get a plus b plus c equal to 0, right? Now here the question is that we are asked to find a cube plus b cube plus c cube. See, in class 9 we have a formula, that is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. This is the formula. So in place of a plus b plus c, if we write 0, then what happens? A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc becomes, since a plus b plus c is 0, 0 into the complete value will be 0. So right side part will be completely 0. Now here let us send minus 3abc this side. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube will be minus 3abc becomes plus 3abc. So finally if a plus b plus c is 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube value is 3abc. Let us see the options. Option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 9. If the midpoint of the line segment joining these 2 points is px comma y and that point and x plus y minus 10 equal to 0, the value of k will be, here the thing is that there are 2 points given, name them as, first one as a 3 comma 4 and b k comma 6. Its midpoint is px comma y, it lies on this line. This line is, here I am writing, this line is x plus y minus 10 equal to 0. So let us find first p. Since p lies on this line, then it should satisfy the equation. So first let us find the value of p. That is, since p is the midpoint of AB, let us apply midpoint formula. That is x1 plus x2 by 2. That is 3. Here I am saying px comma y equal to, I am finding first p. See, x1 is 3 plus y, x2 is k. 3 plus k by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2 means 3 plus k by 2. And 4 plus 6 by 2. 4 plus 6 is already 10. So 10 by 2. So this is 3 plus k by 2 comma 10 by 2 is 5. Here according to the question, the point what we get, 3 plus k by 2 comma 5, it lies on the line. This is the given line equation, x plus y minus 10 equal to 0. So definitely it satisfies the equation. So let us substitute this value in this equation. Here what happens, x means 3 plus k by 2 plus y, here y is 5 minus 10 equal to 0. Let us simplify. 3 plus k by 2 I am writing as it is, minus 10 plus 5 is minus 5 equal to 0. So here I am sending 5 that side. 3 plus k by 2 equal to minus 5 becomes plus 5. Now you do cross multiplication. 3 plus k is equal to 2 5s are 10. So k is equal to 10 minus 3 is 7. So k equal to 7. From the options you see, option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 10. If the midpoint of the line segment joining these 2 points a comma b minus 2 and minus 2 comma 4 is 2 comma minus 3. Here we need to understand that the lines, the midpoint, here we should catch clearly the coordinates of a, b and the midpoint. Here first one is a comma b minus 2. These are the coordinates of point a. And b is, see here, end minus 2 comma 4. Here is means midpoint. Midpoint is 2 comma minus 3. So let us take the point as some p, that is 2 comma minus 3. Now we are asked to find the values of a and b. It's very simple. Let us apply x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So here x1 is a plus minus 2. So minus 2. A minus 2 by 2 comma b minus 2 plus 4. b minus 2 plus 4 by 2 is equal to the given midpoint, that is 2 comma minus 3. So on simplification, here let us make the first one equal to first one, second one equal to second one. So here I am writing a minus 2 is equal to 2 into 2, that is 4. From here we can find a equal to 4 plus 2, that is 6. So a is 6, right? Now let us find b value. Here it is b minus 2 plus 4, minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2. So b plus 2 by 2, b plus 2 by 2, with 2 let us multiply the minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. Now b is minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. So finally here a and b, 6 and minus 8. From options, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 11. The value of k if the point, let us take it as some p. So p 0 comma 2 is equidistant from the points a 3 comma k and b k comma 5. So here since the given condition is equidistant, so pa equal to pb, then squaring on both sides, so pa square equal to pb square. Now let us find the distance between p to a. 3 minus 0 is 3, so 3 square plus k minus 2 whole square is equal to, here under root should be there, because of the square under root is cancelled. Same way here k minus 0, that is k square plus 5 minus 2 is 3 square. Now here let us simplify further. If you observe carefully, the equal quantities 3 square and 3 square, they get cancelled. Now here let us expand it. K minus 2 whole square, that is k square minus a minus b whole square formula, 2ab, 2 into k into 2, that is 4k plus 2 square is 4 is equal to k square. Now here again these two are the same quantity, so let us cancel k square and k square. Now we send minus 4k that side, it becomes plus 4k is equal to 4. From this k equal to 4 by 4 means k equal to 1. From the options you see option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 12. The midpoint of the line joining here a plus b comma a minus b and a minus b comma b minus a. So midpoint formula already we know, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So let us write it directly. x1 is a plus b. So here I am writing a plus b plus x2 is a minus b by 2 comma y1 is a minus b plus y2 is b minus a by 2. Now here let us cancel. Here plus b and minus b can be cancelled. Here you observe plus a minus a get cancelled, minus b plus b also get cancelled. So finally here a plus a by 2 means 2a by 2, that nothing but a, 2a by 2, 2 get cancelled, so a, we will get a. 0 by 2 is 0, so final answer is a comma 0, a comma 0. Let us see the options. Option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 13. The ratio in which the point 2 comma y divides the line joining of minus 4 comma 3 and 6 comma 3, and hence find the value of y is. So here there are two questions. We need to find the ratio as well as the value of y. So here the line joining these 2 points. So here we can draw the suitable diagram. Here I am drawing. Here is a, the point a, that is given as minus 4 comma 3. So it is minus 4 comma 3, right? Here is b, that is given as 6 comma 3. Here b is 6 comma 3. Now this is the point 2 comma y. Let us take this as p 2 comma y. Now here let the ratio be k is to 1. Here is k and here is 1. So let us apply section formula which says m1 x2 means k into 6, 6k plus m2 x1, 1 into minus 4 is minus 4. So plus becomes minus. So 6k minus 4 by m1 plus m2 means k plus 1 comma, here m1 y2 k into 3 3k plus m2 means 1 into y1 1 into 3 3 by here m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. This is equal to the given point, that is 2 comma y. Now here let us make x coordinate equal to x coordinate and then y coordinate y coordinate. So here first I am making x coordinates equal. So here we get 6k minus 4 by k plus 1 equal to 2. So here I am continuing, 6k minus 4 is equal to, so multiply k plus 1 with 2 like cross multiplication. 2 into k is 2k plus 2 into 1 is 2. So here if we simplify, bring this 2k this side, 6k minus 2k is 4k is equal to, let us send minus 4 that side, 2 plus 4 is 6, right. So here we get finally k equal to 6 by 4. 6 by 4 means on simplification we get 2 3s are 2 2s are. So finally 3 is to 2, k is 3 is to 2. Here 3 options are there. Now here one more question, we should find the value of y also. So let us find the value of y. How to do it? In place of k, let us write 3 by 2 and make that one equal to this y. Clear? Y coordinate is equal to y coordinate. So here as I don't have place, I am moving little bit the paper up. So here I would like to solve it. So here I am making 3k plus 3 by k plus 1, 3k plus 3 by k plus 1 is equal to y. In place of k we can write 3 by 2. So here 3 times 3 by 2 plus 3 by k plus 1 means 3 by 2 plus 1, right, that is y. So 3 3s are 9. So 9 by 2 plus 3 divided by 3 by 2 plus 1, when you take 2 LCM, 3 plus 2 5, 5 by 2. So it is 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 9 is 15, 15 by 2 into, it will be reciprocal 2 by 5. So here 2 to get cancelled, it is 5 1s are 5 3s are. So finally y is 3, y is 3. Now here 2 bits, first one is 3 is to 2, second one is 3, 3 is to 2 and 3. So option C is the right answer for this bit. Now we see question number 14. The point P divides line segment joining A 6, 5, B 4, 5 in the ratio 3:1. Then the value of y is, this is the question. Here let us take a line segment that is A 6, 5 and B, here it is given as 4, y. The ratio 3:1. So here is 3 and here is 1. The point P is given as 6, 2. 6, 2. So here let us apply section formula. M1 x2 3 into 4 12 plus M2 x1 1 into 6 is 6 divided by M1 plus M2 3 plus 1 is 4, comma, second one M1 y2 3 into y 3y plus M2 y1 1 into 5 is 5 divided by M1 plus M2 3 plus 1 is 4. This point is equal to, here given point 6, 2. Now here in order to find y, let us make y coordinate equal to its y coordinate. Now here we get 3y plus 5, here I am writing 3y plus 5 equal to 4 into 2 is 8. So from this, here I would like to continue, 3y equal to, let us send plus 5 that is minus 5, 8 minus 5 is 3. So here y equal to 3 divided by 3 is nothing but 1. So finally the value of y is 1, that is option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 15. The vertices of a quadrilateral are, so let us consider them as A 1, 7, here this is B 4, 2, C minus 1, minus 1 and D 4, minus 4, 4. Then the quadrilateral is, here the certain options are there. So first let us find AB, okay, distances among AB, BC, CD and DA. So let us find first AB, distance between A to B, already we know the formula under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here 4 minus 1 is 3, so 3 square plus 7 minus 2 is 5, so 5 square under root. So this is 9 plus 25. 9 plus 25 is 34. Root 34. AB, distance between AB is root 34. Now we find BC. 4 minus of minus 1, so 4 plus 1, 5, so 5 square, plus 2 minus of minus 1, so 2 plus 1, 3, so 3 square under root. So this is 25 plus 9, so as it is root 34. Root 34. This is the distance between BC. So AB and BC are found. Now let us see now CD. C to D. Minus 1 plus 4 whole square means 3 square, plus 4 minus of minus 1 means 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 whole square is 5 square. So this is also the same. 9 plus 25 is nothing but root 34. So we found CD also. AB, BC, CD over. Now we are finding DA. Distance between D to A. Now DA is here 1 minus of minus plus 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. So 5 square. Plus here 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. So 3 square under root. So this is also 25 plus 9 root 34 only. Right. Now here all the four sides are equal. Then there are two options. It may be either square or rhombus. In order to make it finalized, we need to find the distance between the diagonals. Now we find AC. Distance between A to C. 1 minus of minus plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 square. Plus 7 minus of minus 1. So 7 plus 1 8. 8 square under root. So this is 4 plus 64 is 68. This is root 68. Now let us find the last distance, that is BD, length of the other diagonal. So BD is nothing but 4 minus of minus 4. So 4 plus 4 8 square, plus 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 square is 4. So 8 square plus 2 square is 64 plus 4 is 68. Now let us observe the values what we have got here. AB, BC, CD, DA, all the four sides are equal. AC and BD, length of the diagonals are also equal. So it is perfectly a square. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 16. That is, if A m by 3 comma 5 is the midpoint of the line segment joining the points Q minus 6 comma 7 and R minus 2 comma 3, then the value of m is. So here according to the given question, A is the midpoint of line segment joining P and Q. Here is P, here is Q. Okay, here line segment joining QR. So here is Q and here is R. Okay, Q is given as here minus 6 comma 7 and here R is given as minus 2 comma 3 and here A is the midpoint of them. So here we can write A. It is given as m by 3 comma 5. So it's very easy. Let us find the midpoint of QR. As we know, midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2. Here x1 is minus 6 plus into minus 2 is minus 2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. 7 plus 3 by 2. 7 plus 3 by 2. Let us make equal to this point is m by 3 comma 5 according to the question. Now here let us make the x coordinates equal in order to find the m value. So minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 by 2 equal to m by 3. Now here let us cancel 8 with 2. That is here 2 1s are 2 and here 2 4s are 8. So now we do cross multiplication. That is m 1s are m equal to 3 into minus 4 minus 3 4s are 12. So m equal to minus 12. From the options you see, option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 17. If A 3 comma 2, okay, let us take it as A, and here B minus 3 comma 2 are the two vertices of an equilateral triangle which contains the origin. The third vertex will be, let us take the third vertex as C, for example x comma y. Since it is the equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal, means AB equal to BC equal to CA. So let us squaring, so AB square equal to BC square equal to CA square. Now here AB square, let us find the distance between AB. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So since square is there, we need not say under root. So 3 minus of minus 3 means 3 plus 3 is 6 6 square plus 2 minus 2 0. So plus 0 square, whether we write it or not, it doesn't make any difference. So 6 square, this is the value of AB square, and BC square. So B to C, x minus of minus 3 means x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. Also CA square, C to A, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. Now here we get 6 square equal to, it means AB square equal to BC square equal to CA square. So let us solve this one in order to find the third vertex, that is value of x and y. So here first I would like to make these two equal. So here when we make these two equal, then what happens here? X plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. Here you observe the y minus 2 whole square and y minus 2 whole square, they get cancelled. So here finally we get x plus 3 whole square is equal to x minus 3 whole square. So let us expand it. So here we get x square plus 2ab means a square I have written, a plus b whole square I am going to apply here. A square is x square plus 2ab means 2 into x into 3, 6x plus b square is 9 equal to here a minus b whole square. A square is x square minus 2ab, 2 into x into 3, so minus 6x plus b square is 9. So here since there is equal to in the middle, we can cancel the similar terms, x square cancel, 9 and 9 get cancelled. Now here let us bring the minus 6x this side. So it becomes 6x plus 6x means 12x equal to 0. So ultimately x equal to 0. This is what in finding of c x comma y, we got x value. Now we are going to find the value of y. For that I would like to make these two equal. Okay, means AB square equal to BC square. Let us simplify further. Here we get 6 square is equal to x plus 3 whole square. I would like to write x plus 3 in place of x, I would like to write 0. So 0 plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square, right? Now here 0 plus 3 is 3 square. So let us send 3 square this side. This is already 6 square, 36 is there. So 36 minus 3 square becomes 9 is equal to y minus 2 whole square. 36 minus 9 is 27. So y minus 2 whole square is 27, right? Now from this we can find y minus 2 equal to plus or minus under root 27. So y minus 2 equal to plus or minus 27 can be written as 9 into 3. Root 9 is again 3. So 3 root 3 it is. So y equal to, let us send minus to that side, 2 plus or minus 3 root 3. So this is the value of y. Therefore the third vertex, that is c, cx comma y equal to, cx comma y equal to, here x we got 0 and y is 2 plus or minus 3 root 3. Now let us check the options here. Option C, if you observe, 0 0 is there. We need 2 plus or minus 3 root 3. It is given 2 minus 3 root 3. Of course somehow it is acceptable. So option C is the right answer for this question. Now we see next question, that is question number 18. If minus 2 comma 1 is the centroid, so this is the given centroid of the triangle having vertices. Let us take this one as A x comma 2. This is B 10 comma minus 2 and C minus 8 comma y. Then x comma y satisfy the relation. Here there are 4 equations are given. We need to find which is the right one. As we know, the centroid formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3, here x3 is minus 8 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 means y by 3. This is the formula for centroid. This is equal to, according to the question, this is minus 2 comma 1. So if we make x coordinate equal to minus 2, we will get x value. If we make y coordinate equal to y value, y coordinate, here y value means we will get y value. So let us here x 10 plus and minus is minus. So 10 minus 8 is 2. So plus 2. X plus 2 is equal to 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. So from this we can find the value of x. X equal to minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. So we got here x value. Now let us find the value of y by making its y coordinate equal to its y coordinate. Means here plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled. Here you get only y. Y equal to 3 into 1 is 3. So finally we got the y value so easily. Now the thing is that now let us see these x and y, they satisfy which relation. Okay, let us take the first relation, that is we consider LHS, that is 3x plus 8y. 3x plus 8y. Let us substitute the x and y. 3 times x is minus 8 plus 8 times y is plus 3. So it is 3 into minus 8 is minus 24 plus 8 into 3 is plus 24. So minus 24 plus 24 they get cancelled, we get 0. Here you see this is the RHS. So if we take LHS, we got the RHS from the option A. So x and y, these values satisfy this equation, I mean this line. So they satisfy the straight line. So option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 19. The point which lies on the perpendicular bisector of the line joining A minus 2 minus 5 and B 2 5. So here for example this is the line joining A minus 2 minus 5 and B 2 comma 5. So we need to find a point that lies on the perpendicular bisector. So let us take this point as P. Here P is to be found. The rule is that here 90 degrees and here it bisects, means AP is equal to PB, nothing but P is the midpoint of AB. In short we can say P is the midpoint of AB. So to find P, let us apply the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here x1 is minus 2 plus x2 is 2 by 2 comma y1 is minus 5 plus y2 is plus 5 by 2. So here they get cancelled, minus 2 plus 2 get cancelled, 0 by 2 is 0, minus 5 plus 5 get cancelled, 0 by 2 is 0. Therefore here the required point P is 0 comma 0. So option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 20. What is the value of A so that this point 3 comma A lies on the line represented by 2x minus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. So there is a line, that is here equation of the line is 2x minus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. The given clue is that the point 3 comma 8 lies on the line. The meaning is that it should satisfy the line, means in place of x we can substitute 3, in place of y we can substitute A. So let us rewrite the equation. 2 into x means 2 into 3, 2 into 3 minus 3 into y, here y is A, 3 into A minus 5 equal to 0. Here 2 3s are 6, 6 minus 5 is 1. So 1 minus 3 into A is 3A equal to 0. On simplifying we get, let us send 3A that side, negative 3A, it becomes positive 3A. 3A equal to 1. From this we get A equal to 1 by 3. The value of A is 1 by 3. Let us see the options here. That is option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 21. The coordinates of the point which is the reflection point, reflection of point minus 3 comma 5 in x-axis are. So here I would like to draw a rough graph to show the question. Here is, let us take the points here. Here it is origin 0. So here it is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Here left side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Right? Here this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Here negative values minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and then minus 5. Now here the question is that there is a point that is minus 3 comma 5. Let us see where the point comes. Minus 3 comma 5 means here see x value minus 3, y value is 5. So here is the point. Let us take the point as some A. So A minus 3 comma 5, right? Now here we need to find its reflection in x-axis. Here is the x-axis. So here reflection, this point definitely it will pass through the -3 till, see how far it is there towards the positive side. The same distance will be there towards the negative side, means it will come up to -5. So this is what we are asked to find, name it as some a dash. A dash, its coordinates -3 comma -5, -3 comma -5. So here option C is the right answer, and the same problem can be done easily without taking this much time. If we are asked to find the reflection x axis, then x value will be the same, whereas y value used to be multiplied by minus. So if here 5, here -5 will be the answer. X value will be the same. If the same question asked in y axis, y value will be the same and x value should be multiplied by minus. Is it clear? Now we see question number 22. If 3 points 0, 0, so let us take it as some O, 3, √3, this as A, and 3, it is lambda, this as B. All the 3 points form an equilateral triangle, then the lambda value should be dash. So here, since they are equilateral triangle, we know that it has all the 3 sides, means equal. It has 3 equal sides. So we can write it as OA is equal to OB, OA equal to OB is equal to AB. All the 3 sides are equal. So let us find the suitable distances. Distance between O to A, 3 minus 0, that is 3 square, plus √3 minus 0, so that is √3 whole square, under root. This is the distance between OA. So this is OA. From this we can find 3 square is 9 plus √3 square is 3 under root. So here √12. That means finally we get OA as √12. Right. Now let us find OB also. OB is O to B. 3 minus 0, so 3 square, plus lambda minus 0, so lambda square under root. So now here let us make OA equal to OB, because since it is an equilateral triangle, we can take the condition is that OA equal to OB. Here when we make OA equal to OB, then automatically let us do squaring on both sides. OA square equal to OB square. OB square, when we do OB square, the square and the root get cancelled. We get here 3 square plus lambda square. 3 square is 9 plus lambda square is equal to, when we do OA square, so √12 whole square, that is simply 12. Square and root get cancelled. So here lambda square equal to 12 minus 9 is 3, right? So if we simplify here, we get it as the value of lambda as lambda is plus or minus under √3. If you observe here the options, first one 2, second one -3, third one -4. So answer is plus or minus √3. So none of these. Option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 23. C is the midpoint of PQ. P is 4x, 4, x, C is y, -1, Q is -2, 4. So let us find the midpoint of P and Q. Let us make it equal to C according to the given question. So here midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2. So it is 4 plus into -2 is -2 by 2, comma y1 means x plus y2 is plus 4 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 is equal to C. C is y, -1. Now here if we make x plus 4 by 2 is equal to -1, we will get x value. If we make 4 minus 2 by 2 is equal to y, we will get y value. So here let us find x value first, because here in the question is asked x and y. So for finding x value, I am making these two equal. X plus 4 by 2, x plus 4 by 2 is equal to -1. So x plus 4 is equal to 2 into -1 is -2 by cross multiplication. X equal to -2 -4. I am sending plus 4 this side, that it becomes -4. -2 -4 is -6. So I got the x value. Now let us find y value. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So y is 1. Directly we get it. Okay, very simple calculation it is. So finally -6 and 1 answers. So here option A -6 and 1. Option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 24. That is, The coordinates of the vertices of a triangle ABC are A 7, 2, B 9, 10 and C 1, 4. If E and F are the midpoints of AB, means these two midpoints of AB and AC, midpoints of AB and AC. Here midpoint of AB is E, capital E, whereas midpoint of AC is F. So let us find first E and F. So here I am writing E is x1 plus x2 by 2, means 7 plus 9 by 2. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 by 2, comma. Here y1 plus y2 by 2. 2 plus 10 is 12. So 12 by 2. So here on simplification we get E as 16 by 2 is 8 and 12 by 2 is 6. So E is ready. Now here I am going to find F. So F is the midpoint of A and C. See x1 plus x2 by 2, 7 plus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2, 2 plus 4 by 2, that means 6 by 2. So here on simplification we get 8 by 2 is 4, 6 by 2 is 3. So we have E and F. Now let us see the question. Here there are 4 conditions are given. EF equal to 1/3 BC, EF is 1 by 2 BC, EF is equal to BC, EF is equal to 2 BC. That means here we need to find the distance between E and F and also B and C. See everywhere EF and BC they are there. So let us find first distance between E and F. That is here under root x2 minus x1 whole square means 8 minus 4 whole square means 4 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square 6 minus 3 whole square means 3 square under root. This is 4 square is 16 and 3 square is 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. Root 25 is 5. So EF is 25. Now here let us find BC. Let us find BC. Distance between BC, same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square means 9 minus 1 whole square. Here I am finding BC is under root 9 minus 1 is 8, so 8 square plus y2 minus 1 whole square means 10 minus 4 is 6, so 6 square. If you simplify this, 8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36. 64 plus 36 is 100. Root 100 is 10. So finally we get here EF as 5, BC as 10. Let us see here which is the suitable one. Is EF is 1/3 of BC. 1/3 of BC is 10 by 3. 10 by 3 is not 5. So this is not the right option. Is EF equal to half of the BC? Half of BC is 1 by 2 of 10 is 5. So this is also 5. So this is the right option. So now option B is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 25. The distance between the points. Here are the given points A cos theta plus B sin theta comma 0 and 0 comma A sin theta minus B cos theta. Let us see here distance formula. x2 minus x1 whole square. So that is A cos theta plus B sin theta minus 0. So we need not write it because this quantity minus 0 will be same quantity. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. See this is the y2, here this 0 acts as minus y1. So A sin theta minus B cos theta, A sin theta minus B cos theta minus 0. Here also same, 0 need not to be written. So square root, we should not forget this. Right. Now here let us simplify this. It is in the form of A plus B whole square. A square means A square cos square theta plus B square means B square sin square theta plus 2AB means 2AB into cos theta sin theta. We can write as sin theta cos theta also plus second one here A square means A square sin square theta, A square sin square theta plus B square means B square cos square theta minus 2AB sin theta and cos theta. Here under root is also there. Now here on addition, as they have the different symbols, these two get cancelled. Plus 2AB minus 2AB plus 2AB sin theta cos theta minus 2AB sin theta cos theta, they get cancelled. Now here let us write the leftover values. In these two, let us take A square common. A square into cos square theta plus sin square theta plus B square into, here let us take B square common, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Again under root is as usual. Now here as we know by the trigonometric identities, cos square theta plus sin square theta can be written as 1. So a square into 1. It is, next step I am writing here, a square into 1 plus here b square into same sin square theta plus cos square theta. Of course both are same, that is also 1. So finally we get a square 1 jar a square plus b square 1 jar b square. So under root a square plus b square. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 26. If a minus 1 comma 0, b 3 comma 1, c 2 comma 2 and d minus 2 comma 1 be the 4 points in a plane, then a b c d is, there are 4 options. So let us find the distances. First I am finding a b, distance between a to b. See, under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So 3 minus of minus 1, 3 plus 1 means 4 square plus 1 minus 0 is 1, so 1 square. So if we simplify, here we get 16 plus 1 is root 17. So 16 plus 1 is root 17. So here I got AB as root 17. Now I am finding BC. So distance between B to C, same formula. Here 3 minus 2 means 1, 1 square plus 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1 square. 1 square plus 1 square is 1 plus 1, that is here root 2. Now here BC is okay. Now we need to find CD, distance between C to D. So 2 minus of minus 2, so 2 plus 2 means 4 square plus 2 minus 1 is 1 square. So here this is like the first one, 16 plus 1 under root, this is also root 17. Now here let us find AB, BC, CD, or no, DA, D to A. See, minus 1 plus 2 means 1 square plus 1 minus 0 is 1, so 1 square. So this is also 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 is root 2, right? Now here if you observe carefully, here we can understand one thing, that AB and CD values are equal, BC and DA values are equal. That means in this quadrilateral ABCD, opposite sides are equal. Not all the sides are equal, opposite sides are equal. So there are 2 options. It may be either parallelogram or rectangle. How can we decide it? By finding the length of the diagonals, means we should find AC as well as BD. Now here I am finding AC. AC is equal to 2 minus of minus 1. So 3, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 square plus 2 minus 0 is 2 square. This is 3 square is 9. 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is root 13 units. Now I am finding BD. So 3 minus of minus 2. So 3 plus 2 means 5. 5 square plus 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 square. It is simply root 5 square, nothing but 5. So here we get, finally we can conclude that opposite sides are equal, diagonals are not equal. Here we get AC is not equal to BD. Here you observe carefully, this is, you compare this one carefully, here for example ABCD, in which here we get opposite sides are equal, whereas diagonals are not equal. So this is clearly a parallelogram. Therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. From options you see, option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 27. The distance of the point 2, 3 from the x-axis is, see here it can be done easily if you plot the graph. So here is, this is O 0 0, this is 1, this is 2 and here is 3, here is 1, here is 2 and here is 3. Now 2, 3 comes, here is 2, here is 3. So 2, 3 comes here. This is the given point 2, 3. You just count how far it is there from the x-axis. See here, this is the distance. Now here if you count, see this is 1, 2, 3. So option B is the right answer. Directly we can say it. If at all you want the distance from x-axis, the y coordinate will be the distance from the x-axis and x coordinate will be the distance from the y-axis. So here the question distance from the x-axis, so y coordinate, that is 3, will be the answer. So option B is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 28. For a square, if 2 adjacent vertices are 8, 9 and 13, 9, then the area of the square. So here it is given that, here I am drawing, two adjacent vertices are given. It's a square. Okay, it is given that it's a square. So here A is given and then B is given, right? And here if we find the distance between AB, we will get the side. Area of the square is side square. So it's very simple. The required area is the distance between AB is to be found and that value is to be squared. So let us find the distance between AB, so that we will get the side S. That is here distance formula, as you know, under root x2 minus x1 whole square means 13 minus 8 is 5. So 5 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square means 9 minus 9 is 0. So 0 square. Finally here we will get AB as under root 5 square. Square and root get cancelled. So AB nothing but S. We get here 5 units. S is 5 units. Now the required area of this square is side square. That is again 5 square is 25. Since this side is 5 units, area will be in 25 square units. So here final answer is 25 square units. Option C is the right answer. Now let us see question number 29. What is the ratio in which this point divides the line segment joining these 2 points? So here let us draw a line segment. Let us draw a line segment where here the first point is 15, 5. Here it is 15, 5. And line joining other point is 9, 20. This point is 9, 20. And here the given point P. This is 11, 15. Now let us take the ratio as k is to 1. Let it be k is to 1. So here we need to apply section formula. So m1 means k. m1 x2 means 9 into k 9k plus m2 x1 1 into 15 15 by m1 plus m2 means k plus 1 comma m1 y2 so 20 into k 20k plus m2 y1 means 1 into 5 5 by here m1 plus m2 that is k plus 1. This should be is equal to the given point, that is 11, 15. Here we can make either the first one equal to 11 or the second one equal to 15. So here I am doing first one equal to 11. 9k plus 15 equal to this. I am doing cross multiplication. K plus 1 into 11 is 11 into k 11k plus 11 1 are 11. Now here send the 11 this side. 15 minus 11 is 4. Send the 9k this side. 11k minus 9k is 2k. So finally k is equal to 4 by 2 means 2. Therefore the ratio is k is to 1 means 2 is to 1 is the final answer. Let us see which option. Here option C is 2 is to 1. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 30. What is the ratio in which the line divides the line segment joining these 2 points? So here this is the point A given as 8, minus 9 and this is the point B 2, 1 and here the 2x plus 3y minus 5 is there. This is the line. This is 2x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. So we need to find in what ratio this line divides the line AB. So let us take the ratio as k is to 1. Now here let us apply section formula, that is m1 x2 means 2 into k 2k plus m2 x1 means 1 into 8 8 by m1 plus m2 means k plus 1 comma m1 y2 k 1 jar k plus 1 into minus 9 is minus 9, that is m2 y1 by m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. See here let us take this point as some p. So these are the coordinates of point P, or we can say point P is found now. According to the question, P lies on the given line, so it should satisfy the line. So let us substitute in place of x 2k plus 8 by k plus 1, in place of y k minus 9 by k plus 1 in the given equation. So the equation becomes 2 times x means 2 into x is here k plus 8 by k plus 1 plus 3 times y is here k minus 9 by k plus 1 minus 5 equal to 0. Let us do here further simplification. When we take k plus 1 as LCM, 2 into k 2k plus 2 into 8 is 16 plus 3 into k is 3k minus 3 into 9 is 27 minus 5 into k plus 1. So 5 into k is 5k minus 5 into plus 1 is minus 5 divided by k plus 1 equal to 0. On cross multiplication, k plus 1 into 0 becomes 0. Now here let us pick up all the k values. Here is 2 into 2k, it is 2k. So 2 to z becomes 4k here, right. Now here let us add all the k values. Now here 4k plus 3k is 7k, 7k minus 5k is 2k. So k value is over. Now you see constants. This is 16. 16 minus 27 is minus 11. Minus 11 minus 5 is minus 16 equal to 0. So finally 2k is equal to 16. Minus 16 send this side becomes plus 16. K equal to 16 by 2 is 8. When k equal to 8, then the required ratio k is to 1 is 8 is to 1. Required ratio is 8 is to 1. Let us see the options here. Option A is the right answer. Now we see question number 31. Statement A is given as the points k minus 1 comma k plus 2, k comma k plus 1, k plus 1 comma k are collinear for any value of k. Here you understand, they may be collinear, but for some value of k, k should be having a particular value. This is not suitable for any value. So this is false. Here statement A is false. Here I am writing F, false, not true. Now statement B is C. If 3 points A, B, C are collinear, then AB plus BC equal to AC. So here let us see first case, here this case. For example, A is here, C is here, then B. AB plus BC is AC. So ABC collinear, this is true. Here AC plus CB. Here is A, here is B, here is for example C. AC plus CB is equal to AB. This is also true. Here this is, here is B, here is C, in the middle A. So BA plus AC is equal to BC. So here all the three conditions are true because everywhere ABC are collinear. ABC are collinear means it doesn't require that they should be in the order. They can be of any order. It may be ABC, it may be ACB, it may be BAC. So however they are, so they are collinear. Only thing is that they should lie on the same straight line. So this is true. Here statement A is false, B is true. So option D is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 32. Statement A says the triangle formed by these 3 points is a right angle triangle. So let us check here. Name the points as A, B and then C. Now let us find first AB. So since it is right angle, let us find AB square directly. That means distance between 2 points formula x2 minus x1 whole square means 4 minus 1 whole square 3 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square means 1 minus 1 is 0, so 0 square under root, sorry it is AB square, root is not required, under root is not required. So it is 3 square is 9, AB square we got it as 9. Let us find BC square, distance between B to C. 4 minus 1 is 3, so 3 square plus 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 square. This is 9 plus 16 is 25. BC square is 25. Now finally CA square. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 square plus 5 minus 1 is so 4 square. 5 minus 1 is 4, 4 square. It is here finally 4 square. Now here you observe, if you add 9 and 14, 9 and 16, here 4 square is 16, I am writing 16. If you add 9 and 16, you are writing 25. Means here you see AB square, if it is added to CA square, then we get BC square, right? So clearly it follows Pythagoras theorem. So ABC is a right angle triangle, right angled at, here you see which is common, A is common. So right angled at A, right angle T means angle equal 90 degrees. So here triangle formed by this is right angle triangle. So this is true. Statement A is true. Now let us see statement B. The triangle formed by the points, these are the given points, is a scaling triangle. So again let us take this point as P, this as Q, this as R. So let us find first PQ. PQ, distance between P and Q. 7 minus 4, 3, so 3 square plus 6 minus 5 is 1, so 1 square So this is under root, because I am not taking a PQ square, I am taking just PQ. So 9 plus 1 is 10, this is root 10, PQ, okay. Now QR, Q2R, 8 minus 7 is 1 square, plus 9 minus 6 is 3 square, under root, this is also root, 1 plus 9 is 10, QR is found. And finally RP or PR, both are same. Now here 8 minus 4, 4 square, plus 9 minus 5 is 4, so 4 square, under root, this is you see under root 32. 32 can be written as 16 into 2, 16 will be 4, under root 16 is 4, so finally 4 root 2, it is 4 root 2. So if you observe, here two values are equal, one is different. So here PQ is equal to QR, that means triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle, but not scalene, because two sides are equal. So here statement B is false. Here you see A is true, B is false. So option C is the right answer for this question. Now we see question number 33. Assertion A is given as the points which divide the line segment joining this and this, let us take it as A, it as B. In the ratio, it is M1, M2, M1 and M2 is this point. So here let us find whether this point right or wrong. So here I am taking this as A, that is 0, minus 3. This point as B, that is 7, 1. Here I would like to find a point which makes 2:3 ratio, which divides AB in the ratio 2:3. So I am taking this point as P. We will check here whether the P 14 by 5, minus 7 by 5 or not. So here M1 x2, 2 7s are 14. I am finding P, okay, 14 plus M2 x1, 3 into 0, 0 by M1 plus M2, 2 plus 3 is 5. Same way M1 y2, 2 1s are 2 plus M2 y1, 3 into minus 3 is minus 9 by here M1 plus M2 is 5. So here we get this as 14 plus 0, 14 by 5, 2 minus 7, 9 is minus 7, minus 7 by 5. Here you observe, is it not the answer? It is. So here P becomes here 14 by 5, minus 7 by 5, that is what given here. So it is true. Now let us say reason. The corresponding reason is that the midpoint of the line segment joining x1 by 1 and x2 by 2 is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. See, this is the formula for the midpoint. R is true, A is true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. So here option B, A and R both are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. So option B is the right answer. Now here we see next question, that is question number 34. So here that is the perpendicular distance of A 5, 12 from the y axis will be. So here I would like to solve the problem here. Here let us draw a rough graph in order to make it easy. The point is 5, 12. I think here place won't be sufficient. So what to do? Here I am drawing. Right. So here I am taking the points as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yes, 12 we got it, no problem. So here is 5, A value is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the point 5, 12 comes, 5, 12 comes here. See, corresponding x value is 5, corresponding y value is 12. So this is the given point A 5, 12. Now the question is that the distance of the point from y axis. So here observe, this is the distance, required distance, this is the required distance. This is the required distance from y axis. So here you just observe now here, this distance is nothing but this distance. Here it is 5. So here also it is 5. So option D is the right answer. It can be done easily. If at all in the question it is asked the distance from y axis, x coordinate will be the answer. It can be done directly also. So anyway, option D is the right answer. Now we see question number 35. Point P is equidistant from A and B. So PA equal to PB. So it is given that PA is equal to PB. Let us do squaring. PA square is equal to PB square. So P2A x minus of minus 5. So x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. Here the formula applied is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus 1 whole square. Same way P2B x minus 7 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. Let us do simplification. Here let us expand it. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. A square means x square plus b square means 5 square 25 plus 2ab 2 into x into 5 10x plus this is a minus b whole square. A square is y square plus b square is 3 square 9 minus 2 into y into 3 2ab 2 into y into 3 6y is equal to a square means x square plus b square is 7 square 49 minus 2 into x into 7 is 14x plus here a minus b whole square. A square is 5 square plus b square is 2 square 4 minus 2 into a into b 2 into y into here 2 into y into 2 is minus 4y, right? Now here let us simplify it now. Same quantities x square get cancelled, y square get cancelled. Here anything else? Nothing. Now we bring minus 14x from right side to left side. So already 10x is there. So this is 10x minus 14x becomes plus 14x, and here let us see y terms. Already here minus 6y is there. If we bring minus 4y this side, it becomes plus 4y. Let us see the constants. 25 plus 9 is 34, and here 49 plus 4 is 53. If we bring this side, this is minus 53 equal to 0. So here we get 10x plus 14x is 24x, and minus 6y plus 4y is minus 2y, and here 34 minus 53 is minus, here it is 19. So let us see the options. 24x minus 2y minus 19 equal to 0. So option C is the right answer. Now we bring minus 14x from right side to left side. So already 10x is there. So this is 10x minus 14x becomes plus 14x, and here let us see y terms. Already here minus 6y is there. If we bring minus 4y this side, it becomes plus 4y. Let us see the constants. 25 plus 9 is 34, and here 49 plus 4 is 53. If we bring this side, this is minus 53 equal to 0. So here we get 10x plus 14x is 24x, and minus 6y plus 4y is minus 2y, and here 34 minus 53 is minus, here it is 19. So let us see the options. 24x minus 2y minus 19 equal to 0. So option C is the right answer. Now we see case study based questions. In that case study, one is given as 4 students A, B, C and D are visited a park on Sunday along with their mathematics teacher. The teacher instructed all 4 students to attempt sample paper test 6. They are sitting at the corners of a park which is in the shape of a quadrilateral and started solving the test paper. Now here let us see, the graph is given, their positions are shown in the graph. Here is A, B, C and then D. Now here let us see some questions based on this. We are going to solve them now. So here write the coordinates of A and B. So here let us observe where A, what are the coordinates of A as well as B, A and B. So here let us see, A minus 3 comma 1. Here I am writing A minus 3 comma 1. See here, corresponding x value minus 3, corresponding y value 1. B corresponding x value minus 1 and corresponding y value is 4. Right. Now here let us see the question. What are the coordinates of A and B? Minus 3 1 and minus 1 4. Minus 3 1 minus 1 4. See here, option B is the right answer. Now we see next question, question number 37. Write the coordinates of C and D. C corresponding x value 3, corresponding y value 2. So 3 comma 2 C 3 comma 2, and D x value is 1, y value minus 2, 1 minus 2. So here 3 2 1 minus 2, 3 2 1 minus 2. Option D is the right answer. Now the question number 38 is distance of point A from the origin. Already A is minus 3 comma 1. So origin is 0 0. So origin is 0 comma 0 and A is minus 3 comma 1. We are asked to find the distance between OA. O to A, that is here I am finding. Okay, here I will do OA is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square, means 0 minus of minus 3, 0 plus 3, so 3 square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 1 minus 0, it is 11, it is 1, it is 1. So 3 comma 1, so 1 minus 0 is 1, so 1 square, it is 3 square is 9 plus 1 square is 1, 9 plus 1 is 10. So root 10 from the options you see, option A is the right answer. Now let us see question number 39. Distance from A to B. Here A we have here minus 3 comma 1, C minus 3 1 minus 1 4. A is minus 3 1 and B is minus 1 4. So let us find the distance between AB is under root minus 1 plus 3 whole square, means 2 whole square, plus 4 minus 1 whole square, means 3 square. This is 4 plus 9 is 13. So root 13, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 40. Which of the following may be true if B, C and D become collinear? See here, B, C, D. First one here is B, ending here is C, and middle D is there. So BC is equal to CD plus BD. So this is true, right? BC is equal to AC plus CD. Here you see A is not mentioned in the question. So this is false. This is BC plus AB. A is not mentioned in the question. This is false. So here first one is true. So none of these can't be option. So option A is the right answer. Now we see case study 2. Using Cartesian coordinates, we mark a point on a graph by how far along and how far up it is. The left right horizontal direction is commonly called x-axis. The up down vertical direction is commonly called as y-axis. When we include negative values, the x and y-axis divide the space up into 4 pieces. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow the above information. So here it is given that here they have splitted the coordinate axis as the horizontal one as x-axis and this as the y-axis. Now here right side values are positive and left side values are negative, above values are positive and below values are negative. In fact, here you can understand that this is corresponding x-axis, not this. Here this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Vertical one is y-axis and the horizontal one is x-axis. If we move this side, negative x-axis, below negative y-axis. Okay now. So here let us see the further information. In a classroom, 4 students Sita, Geeta, Rita and Anita are sitting at A 3,4. See here A. So A 3,4. Here I am writing A 3,4. This is the position of Sita. SITH, it is given here. Now Geeta is sitting at B 6,7. So Geeta, she is at B 6,7. And then Rita, she is sitting at C 9,4. So Rita C 9,4. And last one Anita. So Anita is sitting, she is sitting at D 6,1. These are the positions, right? That means here we can understand that see, this girl is Sita and I am just writing the starting letter, yes. and at B this girl is Geeta, at C this girl is okay Rita, and at D this girl is Anita, right? Now the question is that then a new student Anjali joins the class. Okay, one more girl Anjali, she came, she is joined in the class. Now let us see the questions here. Teacher tells Anjali to sit in the middle of the 4 students. Find the coordinates of the position where she sits. Here it is very easy. We need to find the midpoint of AC or midpoint of BD, or from the graph directly. See here, we need to find either midpoint of AC or midpoint of BD, or from the graph directly we can guess it. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So middle, this is the point where the new girl can sit exactly in the middle. Her name is Anjali. So here I am writing A-N, Anjali, because already with A, Anita is there. So what is her position? You see corresponding x value is x and corresponding y value is 4. So here I am writing Anjali, she will sit at, let us take it as some E. So her position is 6, 4. 6, 4. It can also be done in this way also. Midpoint of A to C you can find, see AC. Midpoint of AC will be the same, or midpoint of BD also will be the same. Let us see, 3 plus 9, 12 by 2 is 6. 4 plus 4, 8 by 2 is 4, right? 6 plus 6, 12 by 2 is 6. 7 plus 1, 8 by 4 is 4. So anyway, either you can do it from the graph, or you can do it by using formula. However, the answer is 6, 4. So option C is the right answer. Now we see next question. That is question number 42. The distance between Sita and Anita. Sita 3, 4. Sita point is 3, 4. And Anita, she is sitting at 6, 1. Now let us find the distance between these 2 points. That is under root x2 minus x1 whole square. 6 minus 3 is 3, so 3 square. Plus y2 minus y1 whole square. 4 minus 1 is 3, so 3 square. This is 2 times 3 square. Let us split the root. So this is root 2 into 3 square. Square root to square root get cancelled, so 3. Let us write as 3 root 2 units. 3 root 2 units. From the options you see, option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 43. Which 2 students are equidistant from Geeta? It can be done easily from the graph. See, from Geeta, this side A means Sita, this side C means Rita. Sita and Rita. If not, you can find the distance between AB and BC. They also will be definitely equal. So here Sita and Rita. Let us see the options here. Sita and Rita. Option D is the right answer. Now let us see next question. The geometrical figure formed after joining the ABCD is. That means here if we join AB, BC, CD and DA, this geometrical figure indicates clearly a square. Why? Because let us find the distance between A to B. See here, cross I am counting 1, 2, 3. See here 3 cross boxes, right? A to B. Similarly, A to D also here 1, 2, 3. Here C to D also 1, 2, 3. Here B to C also 1, 2, 3. That means here all the distances, all the 4 sides have the same distance. And let us find the diagonals also. You see, already we have counted. These are 6 boxes, these are 6 boxes. Of course, these are half boxes, okay. So here 1, distance you see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units here also. So if at all you want, you can find okay distance between A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A, and then AC and again BD. So however we do, or else directly we can guess directly from the figure we can see it, because already we have counted it perfectly. So that here the geometrical figure is a square. So here for 44th question, option A is the right answer. Now the question is that distance between Sita and Rita. So here Sita, where is she? See here Sita, here Rita. Let us find the distance now by using formula. Sita 3, 4 and reta 9 comma 4, 3 comma 4, 9 comma 4. Let us do it. 3 comma 4, 9 comma 4. So Seta is 3 comma 4, reta is she is at 9 comma 4. Let us find the distance between them. That is under root x2 minus x1 whole square. 9 minus 3, that is 6, 6 square, plus 4 minus 4 is 0, so 0 square. So it is under root 6 square. Square and root get cancelled. So 6 units. Clear? So here from the option B is the right answer. If not, you can count it from the graph also. See Seta to reta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anyway, for this question 45, option B is the right answer. Now we see case study 3. Ajay, Bhigu and Colin are best friends since childhood. They always want to sit in a row in the classroom, but teacher doesn't allow them and rotate the seats row wise every day. Bhigu is very good in maths and he does distance calculation every day. He considers the center of the class as origin and marks their position on a paper in a coordinate system. One day, Bhigu makes the following diagram of their seating position. So here is the given figure. Now here let us write the positions of A. Here A is at, see, corresponding value is minus 2 and then plus 2. So here I am writing A minus 2 comma plus 2, and B is at corresponding x value minus 1 and minus 2, minus 1 and then minus 2, minus 2 plus 2, this is minus 1 plus 2, and C is at 3 comma 0, 3 comma 0. Now based on this, let us answer the given questions. Here are the given questions. Let us solve them one by one. 46th one. What are the coordinates of point A? It is written here minus 2 comma 2. So option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 47. At what is the distance of point A from origin? Origin is 0 comma 0, O 0 comma 0, and here is A minus 2 comma 2. Let us find the distance, that is under root, here I am finding OA, okay, distance between O and A. 0 minus of minus 2 means plus 2 square, plus 2 minus 0 is 2, so 2 square. It can be written as 2 square into 2. So 2 square is a 2 times. Let us split the square root. Square and root get cancelled. This is 2 root 2. From options, let us see. Option B is the right answer. Now we see question number 48. Distance between A and B. So distance between these 2 points. So let us consider the distance as AB, that is under root x2 minus x1 whole square, minus 1, minus of minus means plus 2, minus 1 plus 2 is 1, so 1 square, plus here 2 minus of minus 2, so 2 plus 2 4, so it is 4 square, 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16, so it is root 17. From options you see option C is the right answer. Now we see question number 49. Distance between B and C. Distance between B and C, that is BC, is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square means 3 minus of minus 1 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 0 minus of minus 2, 0 plus 2 means 2 square. 4 square is here 16 and 2 square is 4. So this is root 20. Root 20 can be written as 4 into 5. Let us split the root. So this is 2 root 5. It is 2 root 5. So option D is the right answer for the question 49th one. Now we see question number 50. Of course, this is the last question of the worksheet. A point D lies on the line segment between A and B such that AD is to DB is 4 is to 3. What are the coordinates of D? Point D. So here this is the given question. AD is to DB 4 is to 3. So here this is D, here is A, here is B. A already we know, A is here, we know that minus 2 comma 2. A is minus 2 comma 2, B is minus 1 comma minus 2. See, these values already we have found from the graph, right? Now here the D device in the ratio AD is to DB as 4 is to 3. Now we are going to find the coordinates of D using section formula. That is, section formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Using this formula we are going to find the coordinates of D. That is, here m1 is 3, 4, m2 is 3. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4, plus 3 into minus 2 is minus 6, plus into minus 6 is minus 6, divided by 4 plus 3 is 7. Same way, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8, plus 3 into 2 is plus 6, by 4 plus 3 is 7. So here let us write the conclusion D as minus 4 minus 6 is minus 10 by 7, minus 8 plus 6 is minus 2 by 7. So here from the options let us see minus 10 by 7, minus 2 by 7. Option C is the right answer. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel, and please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.